Welcome back, guys, to the only market maker buy or sell model video you will ever need. Go ahead and like the video because I promise you, you will refer back to this video whenever you need or have questions about this concept. Just like anything with trading, it can be overwhelming and it's hard to understand. Just take a breath and I'll make it simple and very easy to understand so you can see it real time confidently and be able to take trades knowing that your take profit will hit. Getting right into it, we see our framework for the sell side into the buy side of our curve, and we'll be sure to cover all of this, but we need to understand the concept of the run on the buy side or sell side of liquidity, which is our turtle soup, to be able to start the sell side or the buy side of the curve into your buy or sell model. When understanding runs on liquidity and our turtle soup, we need to understand there are reversal turtle soups and continuation turtle soups. This occurs when the market runs liquidity, taking out significant buy side or sell side liquidity levels, and then reverses for the rest of the session and or the day. Think of this as the market changing direction after manipulating into a key level. For our continuation turtle soup, this setup occurs when the market consolidates or retraces slightly within inside of the high time frame trend, sweeps a minor liquidity level, and resumes the trend direction. This was often seen as an internal to external liquidity grab, and we will show this inside of our market maker model because all of these concepts are key to understanding how we can find our true draw on liquidity, understanding the manipulation behind power of three, and overall understanding how you can catch the entire buy side or sell side of the curve. The high time frame always has power over the low time frame, and the low time frame will mimic the high time frame. Our power of three manipulation cycle after the second leg of our accumulation into our key level below an old low or above an old high is exactly what we look for in a high probability turtle soup setup. We anticipate the move up or down, we anticipate a reversal, we confirm the reversal, and then we enter to finish out the buy side or the sell side of the curve. We anticipate and need at least 2 legs of accumulation for a confirmed market maker buy or sell model. An SMT at a key reversal area will allow price not to take out a key low and will also confirm the reversal. The best way to chart yourself market maker buy or sell models are on the 30-minute or session to session for the most quantity for your database. The quality is decent and pretty good as well, so it's not like you're taking any bullcrap trades. I know there's a lot to look at, but we want to see where our reversal CSID turtle soup forms into our continuation turtle soup. We can see, even though it's a trend and we have no real manipulation above an old high, we are rejecting old highs. And so we trend accumulate down into a big break lower into a reconsolidation where we then can have a continuation turtle soup. We can have a turtle soup up here, right? But keep in mind, we can also have a trend consolidation as well as also having a trend consolidation around here. These are all key things you want to chart and look at because they are key factors in understanding price and how, when, where, and why it needs to manipulate. With how price action has been recently, it's obviously been bullish. So you don't want to be shorting the manipulation or the sell side of the curve. You want to be waiting for the buy side of the curve, obviously because the high time frame is bullish. So I want you to watch as we see, one, you can wait here and see that lower time frame, but also see it here with your turtle soup below the old low. You can have your lower time frame with your more confirmed as well. Right, we also see a continuation turtle soup here. And we also can look left and see certain ranges that might affect how price then reacts on the other side of the curve. What I want you to understand, this is not picture perfect. Oftentimes, right, we can not break this high, use this order block inside of here, then break the high, then maybe even leave fair value gaps open. There are times where fair value gaps need to get left open, and it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, you don't need to be within side of the trade, because we see the most high probability setups form at key times, form these same exact ways, and react in the same exact ways. So there's no need to be in trades that don't suit our benefits and suit our, I don't really know the right word to say, but you guys know what I'm looking for. Not, I mean, it just doesn't suit exactly what we're looking for. And the most high probability setups form and continue the same exact ways. So there's no need to be sitting inside of a trade that you know is not going to play out, and or enter inside of a trade that you know is not inside of your rules. Before we get into the next part, I want to let you guys know that none of these trades, anything I'm talking about, is not hindsight. We've been active in the Discord for months, calling price live, and this is what we do, and this is what we teach, this is what we show, and we go from there. Obviously, we're wrong from time to time, but we build, grow, show where we were wrong, why, and so on and so forth. Let's continue on. What we're going to be doing now is dissecting this market maker buy model with this sell side of the curve into this buy side of the curve inside of this higher time frame buy model into this high here. As we know, we ran all-time highs and ran into this buy model high, so it's perfect to fractalize the buy model on a 4-hour time frame here from this high to this low, sweeping this low. We can see there's a buy model inside from this high to this low back to this high, but it's not as clean, and I want to be able to use this one because we also run a low here, so we know there's no need to run lower. We'll show that now and kind of put some makeup on the chart, because I want you guys to see what I see without, because I don't need to, not like flexing, but I don't need to throw it all on the chart to be able to see it, right? Your eyes adjust over time, and after 2 years of looking at the same things, seeing the same small details over and over and over again, and even in like price action like this, right? Even the worst price action where we put 4 or 5 equal highs in, you can understand when, where, and why we reverse, stay out of the market, and be able to stay safe. And that's the biggest thing, staying consistent and staying safe. So boom, monthly time frame, 2 things to look at here. The wick, where do we fail to close? EQ, also previous candle range, low to high, right? OTE, under an equilibrium as well, right? Let's go to the weekly chart. Weekly chart, we see internal to external here, also from this price run here as well. Oops, sorry about that. But we see sell side into your buy side, leaving expansion, displacement, order block, continuing. Same thing here. We continue from the displacement order block, continue to run higher. We have a pretty decent protected low here. We see that we spool to the lows, right? We just want to see how we react past that previous month low. Weekly chart, we can see the liquidation and the flip. We can also see into the continuing week where we've shown the swept low. We can also see the body being swept here. I could teach so much sauce about just the bodies being swept. There's so many little small ICT segments where he hints at small things for the real ones that know. Like you saw earlier with breakaway gaps, if you guys want a specific video on that, same way with this. If you want a specific video on just the bodies being swept, we can go in there as well, because rejection blocks and just the bodies being swept is also key. You'll see that plenty of times where we have an accumulation. We also have a long wick over here, and we manipulate into the wick, reject 50% or OTE, fail to close, and then distribute through the high. Daily chart with the daily order block resting inside of the wick on the weekly chart. We know from our most previous video why this high resistance low will hold, and we can also see from our low to high, after we broke this high, reaccumulated above said high, and broke lower, that we came into an OT of the range. So all we have to do now is see where we reacted off of OTE, EQ, inside of the order block as well, to understand why we moved higher and how we could have used this sell side into the buy side of the curve. Keep in mind, low resistance here, inducement into the high, understandable. We close below this up close candle, creating a daily CSID, and it pushes us lower into the imbalance below. From that imbalance, we can see that we take out an internal liquidity level. We also accumulate, manipulate with thick down closure candles, followed by thick up closure candles with the reversal. We can see here one CSID by closing above our previous down closure candle with displacement and tapping into that wick there with the fair value gap. We can see as our next as our next down closure candles and our next accumulation level, we blow past it, reaccumulate above our old high. And I've talked about why this piece of price action here is perfect multiple times. If you guys want to see another video on that, and also a video on how to catch these lower time frame entries inside higher time frame market maker models, just let me know, because this piece of price action with our 610 into our 2, then our 6 a.m. manipulation taking out London, Asia into our high time frame fair value gap was perfect. We can also see as well, right when we look left, we have that EQ there that we failed to close past, and we don't quite tap it, but we do have our previous down closure candles, and we're above our consolidation level like we talked about. So we're reaccumulating above old highs, dipping into internal liquidity levels, leading to external with a low time frame market maker model inside of here, inside of where we dipped into this low, and inside of where we dipped into this low here and rode it higher into our highs. Like I said, if you guys want videos on all those low time frame stuff, let me know. If you want videos on the breakaway gaps, let me know. Even on this piece of price action on, the 12th into the 11th, I can cover that as well. Let me know in the comments, guys, because most of the guys who made it here to the end will listen to the small yap at the end and not really care, and will really let me know what you guys want. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.